Hello and welcome to Engineer Cave. I have already made a video about this keyboard, which is the Logitech MX Keys Mini, but the video I made was completely unedited. And now I got my brand new MacBook Pro 14-inch and I edited this video in DaVinci Resolve. There's nothing fancy or special about this edit. I have just added some text and pictures, but this is the very first time I have edited a video, and I am telling you, it's a lot of fun. It's just, there's such a lot of potential and creativity that you can do. It's just a lot of fun. So before this MacBook, I used this 14-inch Dell Latitude what is that, 6430, which is a very old laptop. Although it's 14-inch, it's bigger than my 14-inch MacBook Pro. Look at the bezels here. Oh my god, fantastic, right? And for a time I had Linux on it and I had Windows, but this is an old laptop. It only has USB 2 ports, no USB 3. But this MacBook, I'm gonna make a video about this one, so I'm gonna do a review, but this MacBook is awesome, I'm telling you. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I'm gonna upload the edited video, and yeah, if you are interested, you can watch it and have fun. Thanks for watching, and let's see the edited video. Hello and welcome. I just got this keyboard here and I like to talk about it because I like it very much. So this is the Logitech MX Keys Mini. First, let's talk about the specs. This is a compact keyboard and it has every key I need, and I think every key most people need. It's got the arrow keys, the function keys with some extra functionality, and I just really like how compact, how small it is. I like the color, I like the design, I like that it's wireless and it works with Bluetooth, sorry. So this USB-C port here is only for charging. It's got a white backlight that you can adjust, turn on and off, and it's compatible with Mac, Windows, iOS, Android, Linux, whatever, you know, everything. And you can connect it to 3 different devices. So this is a very useful keyboard. And the thing I like about it the most are the switches, because these switches are just very comfortable. Very comfortable, really. Very comfortable. Obviously not as comfortable as switches like this one. In this keyboard, these are real mechanical switches, but this one in the MX keys, as far as this kind of keyboard goes, these switches are awesome. I like them a lot. Very comfortable, especially if you compare them to something like this. These switches are nothing special. They just work, okay? Nothing special. But these switches here, these are comfortable. And the fact that you get these kind of switches in a very thin and small keyboard like this, it's just awesome. And yeah, of course, the backlight is also useful. The battery life is, I don't know by heart, but it's long. So if you don't use the backlight, it's maybe several months. I don't know, but for sure several weeks. I'm not sure, but battery life is great. And you can customize the keys from F6 to delete. You can customize these keys in the Logitech options software. For example, this is the dictation key, which I never use. So I configure this key to open File Explorer, which is super useful for me. This is the emoji key, which I don't use, so I'm gonna change this one too, I think. But what is really useful here is the mic mute key, because since this COVID pandemic started, I've been working in home office, and when you work in home office and you have meetings and such, it's very useful to have a mic mute key on your keyboard. And of course the volume control keys are super useful. And in the Logitech options software, you can customize the keys, and you can change some settings, whatever, and also with the escape key, somehow you can lock this function row to act as function keys or these multimedia keys. I don't know exactly how, but somehow you can lock it, so you don't need a software to switch and permanently switch between function keys and the secondary keys, which is a great feature. Okay, now that I have explained what I really like about it, let's compare it to this one here. This is a 60% custom mechanical keyboard, and you see they are just almost the same size. So the Logitech MX Keys Mini is very, very small. It's very compact, while having all the dedicated keys I need. And previously I used this one here, which is the Logitech K380, which is a Bluetooth keyboard, no backlight, is powered by AAA batteries. You can connect it up to 3 devices, and it's a fine keyboard. But when I saw this one, the MX Keys Mini, I knew that I wanted to upgrade, because it just really it's a very, very big upgrade to this one here. And it's not much bigger, you see, and they have the same layout, I mean the same number of keys, I think. Okay, so of course, if you have a custom mechanical keyboard like this, you have awesome switches. With this one you can customize the firmware, so you can build your own custom layout with the function key. You can do a lot of things. Of course, with the function key you access the arrow keys and the volume control and the functions and whatever. But I used to use this keyboard a lot, and I have some other custom mechanical keyboards with configurable firmware, but lately I've become lazy. I mean that I want to have a keyboard which has all the keys I need dedicated. So I don't want to have keys that I have to access through the function layer by pressing function, and then I have the arrow keys. So yeah, when I use this keyboard, I was really missing the dedicated arrow keys, the dedicated volume control keys, and this one has RGB, and it's a very nice keyboard. And then I used this one, but on this one I was missing, what was I missing? Yeah, maybe backlight sometimes, but yeah, it's actually a fine keyboard. But this one, it's just fantastic. And the major advantage to a keyboard like this Logitech over something like this is that you have, for this one you have the Logitech options software, where you can change things on the fly. Of course you can change a lot more things on this one, but for that you have to go into some kind of configuration tool or edit the source code, and you have to compile and flash whatever. It's a more involved process. But on this one you just open the Logitech options software, you change whatever settings you want, and yeah, that's it. And I really like these dedicated keys, and the mic mute key is very, very useful, as I have explained. So yeah, there's really not much more to talk about. I just like it so much, and especially in combination with the MX Master 3 mouse, this is a very, very powerful combination for productivity. So I use this for coding, by the way, and it's just super useful. So I have configured the buttons on the mouse the way that this is copy, this is paste, this is cut, because I use them all the time. And on this one, obviously I use the keys to write the code. And also I have now the mic mute button. With this one I configure this one to open the file explorer, but I think I have already mentioned it. So yeah, I have backlight if I want, and it's wireless. So the other thing with this custom mechanical keyboard is that most of them are not wireless. There are wireless options, of course, but if you want to get something where you configure, when you can fully customize the firmware, those are most of the time not wireless. So it connects via USB-C. But this one is like, you just charge it up over USB-C and you can use it for weeks or maybe months. I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, very, very nice. So yeah, that's all. That's my keyboard and mouse setup. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.